Good day ladies and gentlemen. On August 18, 2024, Prime Minister Lawrence Wong announced that the Gifted Education Program, which caters to intellectually gifted children in 9 selected primary schools, will be overhauled and replaced with a new approach for high-ability learners in all primary schools. So why will the revamped Gifted Education Program cause more resentment? The reason is that the revamped Gifted Education Program will be more visible as it will be featured in all primary schools. One thing that needs to be pointed out is that the revamped Gifted Education Program, while less exclusive than the current version, will still be rather exclusive, as we are looking at each of the 180 primary school having only about 15 students in the revamped Gifted Education Program. The difference is that unlike the current version of the Gifted Education Program where only the students in the 9 primary school will be able to see the disparity in the amount of resources given, the revamped Gifted Education Program will be encountered by every single primary school student. Professor Ma will explain using an analogy. The current Gifted Education Program is only carried out in 9 out of the 180 primary schools, hence it is like good class bungalows. The good class bungalows are only found in 5 out of the 28 housing districts in Singapore, and you will never find any good class bungalow near to public housing estates. This is similar to how current Gifted Education Program students are only found in 9 out of the 180 primary schools. In other words, the typical primary school student would not be cognizant of the vast amount of resources provided to the current gifted education students. The revamped Gifted Education Program will be across all primary schools, hence this is equivalent to having good class bungalows within the vicinity of public housing. Some esteemed viewers may point out that there are currently programs for high-ability students in all primary schools. The key fact to point out is that the current high-ability programs do not receive much resources as they are school-based, whereas the current Gifted Education Program receives substantially much more resources. To return back to our analogy, the current high-ability programs are like having condominiums next to public housing. A significant proportion of condominium units are even smaller than the typical Housing Development Board flat, hence the only significant difference between a condominium and a Housing Development Board flat are the condo facilities, which some Singaporeans are not keen on anyway given that they have to pay for the maintenance of the condo facilities. In contrast, good class bungalows are at least 15 times the size of the typical Housing Development Board flat, with ample gardens and lawn areas, hence the magnitude of opulence will fill most Housing Development Board residents with envy. It is this envy that will lead to more resentment. In subsequent videos, Professor Ma will explain more aspects of life. In the meantime, please help by liking and by subscribing. Thank you.